Hey guys, DJ, Guildmaster, Westmoreland Gamers Guild. Another battle report today, this time with the Kilt,
Cheerio, righto.
and Paul. Paul, you need help with a nickname besides Paul.
I know.
Paul.
Usually
What's wrong with...
We just call you Stryker.
Yeah, back in high school...
What's wrong with Paul?
Back in high school, it was either Wolfman or Jesus. Mary or...
Wolfman I like.
Yeah.
I go with Jesus. We'll go with Jesus.
No, go Wolfman. Wolfman's better.
Wolfman Jesus.
Wolfman Jesus.
So they're doing a 75. You guys doing 110 or
75.
75-point game today. So you're Brits today. So
Yes.
go ahead, go over your list with us, brother.
All right, we got ourselves a Warrior HQ,
Okay.
all up-armored warriors.
Okay.
We have two four-man squads with Milans.
Okay.
Is the other one. A separate Milan section. Only have two chieftains upgraded.
Okay.
Milan MCTs,
Oh wow.
Warrior mortar, FV 432 mortar platoon, and chieftain marksman. Challenger marksman.
Okay.
Even though there's no air, they still chew up ground targets, brother.
Yeah, they do.
The LAVs do the same thing.
And as a side note, folks, yes, those guys do. Can't really see them on my camera because it sucks. They are red coats.
With correct color for the top and the pants, thanks to Norm over at Toy Soldier Gallery.
So they are effectively the red coats are coming.
Same thing with the flag. This is the Inniskillings
Okay.
Irish platoon, Irish company.
Nice. So that's one formation. It looks like, right?
Yeah, normally I would run the support MGs with it, but 75 points. There's other stuff I want to fit in there instead.
Okay. Sweet.
I'm actually at 74 points,
Nice.
so I could bump it up to 1, but
Like some armies, it's hard finding 1 point somewhere.
yeah,
It really is.
Yeah, you know what? I might as well just bump it up to 1. Same fire LMG. Who knows?
All right.
Might come in handy.
Who knows? You've seen this board in a previous game with myself and Paul, or in this case, the Zeus. So we'll figure. You know what?
Figure something out.
If I can figure a poll, I'll put a poll up on the Facebook or the YouTube for people.
I personally like Wolfman just because it's kind of badass.
We might go with Wolfman, but this is your 75-point list.
Yep, my Stryker Brigade again.
So
Same thing, a formation of the Lab 25s from the
Okay.
Marines. Then you have a formation of the M113 mech platoon with the Abrams supporting that. And then we have a support formation of the RDFLTs of the Stryker MGS.
Okay.
And then we have the artillery, the M109s with a M113 Fist.
Nice.
I use the Strykers as the 113s. Just they're a little bit bigger, but
Okay.
they look close enough, and it's fun that way. And then the Stryker Dragoon, I'm using as the LAV 25 because it looks this close.
Yeah.
Stryker's based off the LAV, so it looks good.
No, nothing wrong with that.
It wheels in the turret. Call it the same thing.
Yep. So those are the 2 points. I'll let you guys go ahead and roll up mission and figure out what you're doing. And when we come back, it'll be round. I guess we'll see the board step in round 1. All right. So you guys are playing what mission?
Fighting withdrawal.
Fighting withdrawal. So you're the defender,
Yes, sir.
and then you're the attacker. So go ahead. Goes over where your forces are all set up, brother.
All right, as a defender, I got my chieftains with my chieftain marksman over here,
Okay.
facing off against his heavy armor.
8Cs.
And then I chose to mostly defend this objective with my infantry
Okay.
because his stuff's amphibious, and this is a more infantry-friendly thing for me.
Okay.
I have my Milans in the building for Overwatch. Since everybody's in foxholes, my Milans can still fire over
Yep.
and hit his guys. I still have a unit in ambush that's waiting to reveal
Okay.
itself, which are my MCTs.
Okay. So the Milan-based
Little
unit.
weasels.
Yeah, which is going to be a fun surprise for whatever decides to get close enough, but not too close.
Okay. Nice.
Remember, social distancing, 8 inches
8 inches of social distancing. Okay.
from Milans.
It looks good, especially with all the flags and the buildings and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome. All right, and
Like
then
we're back in the musket and black powder.
Prepared to be
Yeah.
colonized again.
colonizing.
Try.
All right, so go ahead. How's your deployment? Looks like your labs are on one side.
Yeah, I pretty much brought all the Dragoons over here to come around and whack into the warriors. I have the RDFLTs, which are going to sit here and pretty much just clink away at things out there. The ICVs are here to push up.
So all your infantry are starting in the vehicles.
Yes, they're all in the vehicles.
Okay.
Then we have the HCs over there, which are going to try and push up, take out those big boys, so I
Okay.
don't have to deal with them.
Okay.
and then I'll take out the rest of the infantry once I clear out those tanks.
And then this is your arties there.
Yeah, my M109's behind the bridge trying to get some cover from the angles.
I
Okay.
also forgot I have my mortars back here as well.
Okay. And then you have some minefields over here, it looks like.
Yep.
And I got the
All right.
little fist OP over here.
Okay.
Trying
All
to
right,
fist me
guy.
all you want.
Yeah.
Who has turn 1?
I do.
He is the
Okay.
attacker.
Okay. All right, guys. Go ahead and good luck to both y'all. +2.
Oh, I don't think we do.
Just before you start me, check the rules one more time. But all right, guys. We'll be back after American turn 1.
Mhm.
Say that was a crazy turn for both you guys. Paul, walk us through what you did, like
Okay.
what you did maneuver-wise.
So my turn, I moved everybody up. The
Okay.
Abrams fired at the chieftains, took out one of them, bailed out one.
Okay.
The RDFLTs, which are the MGSs, fired away with their guns into that warrior and those two. Took both of them out, took that one out.
Okay.
The Dragoons fired into...
Warriors.
These ones fired into those guys, failed.
Okay.
These ones fired into those guys, took out one.
Okay.
These guys fired into there, killed nothing, because warriors have ungodly armor.
It's
the
made with
front.
British steel.
Yeah, what else happened?
Your infantry kind of pushed up across the river.
Well, no, they got bailed out last.
They pushed out the labs up there, and they got bailed out on his turn.
Okay.
Because it killed these three. These three killed that one. These two are bailed out.
And
Killed the lead Stryker. Artillery ranged in, took out one team. Of,
one team of Milan, one team of infantry, and one.
Yeah,
warrior.
and then one warrior.
Oh wow, that's actually a pretty good artillery hit. So then it went on to
My turn.
Kilt's turn, and then you just kind of like stayed in place. Looks like for the most part. But what happened over here?
I tried to bail back in my chieftain. He got in, and he did not want to stick around.
Okay.
So he bailed out. Popped my ambush of my MCTs, which turns out is 21 against 21, so that does nothing even though they hit.
Yeah, we all kind of thought they were 23, and then turns out they're 21, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. Then I did a lot of shooting. Returned fire with the warriors, knocked out a lot of his dragoons.
4 dragoons, it looks like,
Four
were
of the
knocked
Dragoons,
out.
Those those with those ones, and then he got Carl Gustav.
okay.
He got this Milan to the face. These Milans up here didn't really do much. They fired back and couldn't hit anything, even though they're in a building and they knew where he fired from.
Okay. You just blew a lot of the Stryker, aka 113s, up that went across.
Yeah. So popped this one with this group of.
I think it was the guys in front.
These guys with the
With
laws
their
in
laws.
front.
Okay.
Carl Gustav popped one over there and bailed out 2 more.
Oh wow.
That's really much it. I mean, we did return fire with some warriors to again get more hits.
Okay. Sounds like a really bloody turn. Like both of me and Paul didn't realize that the warrior gun's a 10. Although it is kind of weird. It has a sneak and peek rule, which kind of slows it down. But since you're kind of like staying stationary, it kind of helps.
Yeah, the warrior is more like a transport version of the scimitar.
Okay.
So the scimitar is the same rule as the light scout vehicle.
Okay.
When you see the Falklands War all the time.
Oh
It's
yeah.
got the same gun, same everything, but the whole reason it's only sneak and peek and that is because the driver is also the commander and the commander is also the gunner and the loader.
Oh, so instead of it being overworked like in Flames of War, they did that
Yeah.
instead.
He can only go 6 inches and fire, or sit still, or
Okay.
go 10 inches and not fire.
All right.
Good for getting to an objective, but if you have a chance to sit and shoot, sit and shoot.
All right. All right, guys. That was the end of turn 1. We're going on to turn 2, which will be Americans on top of. We'll be back after this message, which is keep your powder dry and tip your waitress. The end of American turn 2.
That hurt a little bit.
Screw you, phone that's work trying to call. That's crazy. Okay, Paul, walk through us what you did for your turn 2.
Okay. So I moved up the majority of the Dragoons to be over here,
Okay.
hidden from the warriors over there. I got the infantry out of this vehicle, moved them up.
Okay.
The vehicle moved over here, fired its 50 into those, didn't do nothing. The infantry fired their machine guns over there and over there, did nothing, I think.
Yeah.
Then we had these guys fire their laws into the weasels, missed. 50 opened up into them, missed.
And one Abrams killed one of my
One Abrams
MCTs.
fired away and took out one of those.
Okay.
50 from this guy opened up, did nothing. dragons fired into the warriors. I think it took out one or
Yeah,
two.
one.
It was one or one or
Okay.
two.
One warrior.
Later fired, did nothing.
Yeah, one warrior is killed by artillery because he got double barreled.
Yeah, artillery fired again.
Yeah.
Took out
A bunch of infantry, it looks
two of
like.
the infantry, one of the missiles.
3 infantry team, oh, 2 infantry teams, a mortar team, and
a missile. And then
no, and they bailed out the Milan. They bailed out the thing because he failed the firepower.
Yep.
Failed firepower in Milan.
These guys fired at the one fired over there. The rest fired over there. I think they took out one vehicle over there.
Yeah.
And I think that was about it.
Okay.
Shooting wise.
So
Pretty much everything moved out. The infantry climbed out of their vehicles. I blitzed them out so they got to fire their dragons. That's why.
Okay.
And then yeah, that's about it.
Okay. So going on to British turn 2.
Yep.
Gotta take.
I have to take a unit off now.
Oh yeah, we have to figure out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I have to take 1 unit off.
So I thought it was anything over 6.
I think it was 6 or more.
Is it 6 or more? This is the only really weird rule they have in the scenarios, and that's the whole like withdrawal rule.
Yeah, total of 6 or more, they must withdraw 1 unit.
Okay, and it's your choice what you withdraw. So
then you gotta do morale on the one warrior that's left by himself.
Yeah, because they're transports. If he
I
fails,
I guess the question is what takes precedence, morale or withdrawing units?
I do believe withdrawing units takes first.
Because then honestly, if it was me, like kind of gaming it, I would take the one guy who's going to run away, maybe.
Well, I can't because he's part of the squad, so it has to be an independent unit, as in a tank unit or the infantry unit.
So the transports don't count for.
No, they do not count for strategic withdrawal.
Would that mean they don't count toward? Oh, you didn't count. Then never mind.
And if they're in bad spirits, they don't.
Oh,
count
I'm adding.
Oh, yeah. So I guess. Okay, so I have to do morale first then.
Yep.
All right, so I guess we'll come back after British turn 2, and I'm apparently dumb because I missed that entire roll up, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, if we're wrong, someone will correct us in the comments.
I am sure they will. They love to point stuff out. All right, guys, we'll be back.
All right, morale.
The end of British turn 2. One unit did get pulled back.
I had to pull my mortars back.
Your mortars?
Infantry's getting close enough to where I might have to not be able to use it because danger close.
Yeah. So what did you end up doing? Not a lot, unfortunately.
A lot of shooting, a lot of missing, a lot of saves. I killed 2 total infantry bases because I shot at his formation commander, and he swapped the hit to. He basically did lookout, sir, and someone else took over command. One guy got lit up by my chieftain marksman and got turned into a pink mist, so there's now
over in the water there.
Red stream in the river. That's about it.
And yeah, a lot of missing.
Yeah.
So we're going on to American turn 3.
Top of 3.
So is there anything that you have to do with this mission, Paul?
No, I just got to get the objectives.
Yeah,
Nothing special for me.
He ends his turn holding an objective. He wins. I got to double check the rules on contesting objectives. So.
Okay, I'm gonna have. I'll do some reading too on this mission because it seems like there's like a lot of rules involved, and I haven't played this one a lot.
Those are part of an outside formation. I don't think they can protect it if I roll up to it.
Yeah, but the
weasels can unless I finish them.
Any of his stuff can hold an objective. It's that it has to be a scoring unit, so it would be them. Stuff that couldn't would be like transports, empty transports.
Yeah.
So those could definitely hold the objective. So you have to clear them out of there. Yeah. The only stuff that couldn't would be like I believe anything bailed out, and any like transport style stuff, which would be like the warriors, empty 113s, stuff like that. That I do know.
Yeah.
Unless someone's going to say you're such an idiot in the comments. All right, guys, we'll be back after American turn 3. We'll be back. Okay, so this is the top of 3. Okay, so go ahead, walk us through what ended up happening. I see some stuff moved around. Abrams, I see, went across the creek.
Yeah, Abrams came across the river, fired in the weasels looking things, killed one of them.
Okay.
ICVs didn't move. The infantry moved a little bit, fired into there, killed one.
Okay.
These infantry fired up, killed one thing. These dragons fired, took out one of the warriors, bailed another one. Dragon Dragoons pulled up, fired a couple rounds, missed.
Okay.
Artillery got 2 guys.
Artillery took out 2 dudes.
No, 1 dude. Sorry, the other guy fell to
the
the
dragoon
machine guns.
did.
Yeah.
No, the dragoon did do it. The infantry did it.
Oh, infantry did.
Okay.
Infantry killed 1.
Did these Strikers kill guys with 50 cals?
Yeah,
one
one.
might have.
I don't think he could have, because if your infantry moved in front of them, they wouldn't be able to shoot.
Well, this one's firing over the top.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
you're
this one's firing over the top.
Oh, so
this
then
way.
the dragons didn't move.
That
then.
one's firing. Yeah, dragons
Okay.
didn't move.
Okay.
Aside from that, artillery rearranged in, got them shots off. This guy finally moved out of the river and rolled down the road.
Okay.
Rolled down the river, yeah.
Down the river.
Figured out how to get off the rock.
He's just trying to look for a place to get out now.
If I put it in reverse, it goes better.
We finally figured out exactly how delayed counters work too. So we're going on to. I guess that's pretty much it, though. Is there anything else to add, Paul?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, so
Bottom of turn 3, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units total.
So that's another runner. The 6 is running.
Oh yeah.
yep. So you'll have to remove 1 unit in its attachment. So if you would remove
A transport.
the
unit would go with
the
it.
whole unit would go.
So since these guys aren't really doing too much, I'm going to pull them and dangerously leave that objective open.
And they're in good spirits still. Technically, there's 2 left. They don't count as being destroyed for scoring purposes.
Yeah. Nobody needs unpinned because he didn't get it. Oh no, I do need unpinned. These,
Okay.
And them
These,
both.
just this squad.
Well, I hit them a whole bunch of times and you saved it.
Okay.
So they're both.
Yeah. So it'll just be both. We're going to go on to British turn 3, and we'll be back.
Okay. Rally.
Okay, so that was the end of turn 3 British. Go ahead, Kilt, walk us through what happened. I see your Gepard clone things.
My chieftain marksman, which basically took a chieftain and made love with the Gepard, moved around a little bit and tried to get shots on his infantry. Didn't kill anybody, pinned him down though.
Okay.
So moving across, I had to pull the MCTs because 1, they weren't going to do anything against his HCs, and 2, I need to pull a unit.
Okay.
These guys over here fired. This guy over here killed a Stryker. The other guy fired his at a different Stryker and missed. And the MGs killed 1 guy.
Nope.
Yep, yeah, 1 guy.
Not over
Oh, no.
there.
It was on
yeah,
on
they're
this
all-
group here.
Killed
They're
one
all
over
saved.
here.
Moving over, the Milans fired. Managed to hit his
Dude's out.
MGSs in the field. Hull terrain didn't get concealment, so actually was able to do 2 hits and blew 2 of them up. Last Milan didn't really get anybody. The Carl Gustavs from here shot and killed another Stryker, Dragoon.
Then the 2 warriors came around and
Yeah, 2 warriors came around.
were
This
able
squad,
to thread a needle through these buildings and
Yep.
just hit those guys
They
there.
touched the booty, and then this squad here lit into the infantry, killing a couple of them. Same thing with the SFMG.
Okay.
So, and then that's it.
Okay, so we're going on to turn 4,
Time to make morale checks.
and they'll just be like mostly just unpinnings, but
One of my formations is going to run away, but that's whatever.
your
Dragoon one.
your dragoons, because there's only 3 left now. The whole thing. They're really good unit, but like
They're very squishy.
they are,
They
but
rip up light armored vehicles, as you can see. Aside from weird armored IFEs.
well, like my BMP 1 formation, or he just like sliced them. But my front armor's 2, so like it's really easy.
Compared to front armor 5 on the warrior
Yeah,
up armor.
yeah,
And it's definitely worth the 1 point for the up armor on the warriors.
yeah. Rallies can do it too for 1 point, but like it's so weird.
Rather
all
than
right.
More expensive.
Yeah. So we're going on to turn 4 Americans. Let's see what happens here. We'll be back.
System, so that would just blow it out of the sky anyways.
All right,
He
guys.
wasn't invented yet.
So this is the end. So go ahead, Paul. Walk us through what happened. You just
I
pushed up.
cranked the Abrams up to the max speed of their max tactical of 14 because they can still fire their gun. They just can't fire their machine guns.
Right.
So they rolled up onto the objective beside the chieftain marksman's. Took 2 of them out and bailed 1 out.
Yep.
Which gave me the objective. And then I fired these guys in the building, didn't do nothing. Artillery ranged in, took out 1 machine gun team, 1 infantry base. These guys fired their machine guns, did nothing. Fired their machine guns, did nothing. ICVs fired their machine guns, did nothing.
Artillery killed some guys.
Artillery killed some guys.
Yep.
But yeah,
Your
Lavs
formation ran away.
they ran away because there was only one group left.
So yeah, that was the end, and because you're holding the objective now, that ends it on turn 4.
5.
No, just as long as he.
Oh yeah, 5. So that was a pretty good game, I thought, guys.
Oh yeah,
it was
tough.
Yeah, it was a little bit tough. Oh, I think the only thing that got all of us was these guys only being AT-21, and then I would say positioning of your minefields.
Yeah, that and those chieftains dying instantly kind of were like, why?
Yeah.
Like, if they would have at least stuck around for one turn, I could have gotten some shot backs, but they didn't even.
That's why I lined up against them to fire the main gun.
HCs are rough because they're 23. They hit hard.
They're 21s, yeah.
21 armor, 23 gun.
Yeah.
So rip through anybody's armor in front of them.
Almost a lot of people. The only ones that have good chance against HCs are T-80s.
Romars.
What's that?
Challenger 1 Romar.
Yeah, Challengers.
Because they have a AT-20, they have a front armor 20.
And other Abrams, really. Yeah. But like we've all said, though, NATO against NATO is a weird one. Although this is very light vehicle heavy game.
Yeah, this was infantry vehicles.
I'd say this was a very costly assault and a very costly defense on both sides.
It was definitely a good game.
I think you lost a little bit more than I did, losing the majority of your warriors.
Well, I mean, transports are transports. It's as long as the infantry held.
Well, I killed the majority of the little infantry, so.
Well, at
as
this
you're running
point,
away, I'm sure a couple more would get.
At this point, I probably wouldn't have fired the infantry anymore, and just said, "No, come and get me."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you maneuver my warriors around to take out your artillery and your MGSs.
I guess if you're able to. If you didn't have to deal with all them Lavs, you could run your warriors up and around and just through volume of fire kill them guys over there in the brush. But
the warriors did what I wanted them to do, which was slaughter a lot of transports and make the infantry walk. Because if it would have been just one objective, which again I don't like this one because you can spread the objectives out so far to where the defending player has to spread everything out, and then he has to pull stuff off. So it's either pull stuff off of one flank to lose, or pull stuff off the other flank to lose. Yeah.
Now it's weird. Now here's my question. I'm of the mindset I kind of like smaller games, as in point level. Like, I like smaller points. What are your guys' thoughts on 75 points to say 100? Because 110 I feel is really on that edge.
Yeah, 110 points is like in the old 40K days where it was a massive battle where you planned an entire evening. I'm coming in the shop at 1 o'clock. I'm not leaving until 10 o'clock after they close.
Yeah.
Whereas this right here, you can get a good game in probably about, an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah. I feel plus two, as weird as it sounds for me, I feel like you have way more room on the board to maneuver with.
Well, one thing is most games you play on the short table edge.
Yeah.
Which is hard for a lot of NATO units, especially if you're facing against Warsaw with you're swarm
ramming you down.
Now, if we would have shifted this 90 degrees, I probably could have held both objectives with both platoons of infantry rather easily.
Yeah.
Because it still would have narrowed his attack front, which again seems more realistic. Where this is widespread, this is more set up for large point games or two people playing on each side.
Yeah.
Because then you have one team defending that objective, one team defending this objective.
Yeah, I totally get that. Like, what do you feel about point-size games?
I like the smaller ones. I do like the bigger ones because it gives me more vehicles. But this smaller one, because I'm running the smaller teams where it's more infantry-based, it's nicer. The Dragoons are nice because they ripped up a ton of warriors when they had the chance, and then
got ripped up back.
Got ripped up back, but that's because the warrior has a 10 gun, which isn't normally what I'm facing.
Yeah. I mean, the Warriors did good. The one downfall with the Warrior is that sneak and peek rule. I can't move 10 inches and fire. I can only move 10 inches and just sit there and get shot.
Yeah.
It's good for rushing infantry into a certain place, but I mean, you could blitz them and then move a total of 10 inches.
I guess though, as long as you don't move 10, you could probably fire the main gun.
6 inches.
So if you move 6,
according to this, sneak and peek. Team can move 10 inches at tactical speed if not firing a rod. So you probably could move 9 inches, but again.
I guess if you're firing, you could use it to fire your machine gun, but I guess that's they're trying to level off, because I think when the British were one of the first books that came out.
The first actual standalone book other than the regular Team Yankee book.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what some new stuff is. I'm waiting for the new Oil Wars, hopefully someday to come out, because I like the BMP ones for my Iraqis, but I know the Iraqis at that time had BMP 2s.
Yeah.
Now they'd probably be with the Royal Guard or Republican Guard units, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
definitely would like to see some units come from like older style games like Flames of War. Like I'd love to see Toad Gun. A lot of older equipment.
Well, I can tell you this. I picked up Fate of the Nation book. Fate of the Nation book. And that's a cross between Team Yankee and Flames, like directly. So you have like T-34-85s, you have like Toad artillery pieces.
Centurions.
Yeah, you have all kinds of cool... You have that stuff that was World War II stock into the 60s. So we could probably get that on the table someday. Funny part is my Iraqi force is almost built for it. If I drop the T-72s, I could literally run that.
My Syrians, my Iranians, I could probably run them because the only thing I need is the ZSUs.
Yeah, you could probably run those as Iranians. I think the Iranians had Centurions.
Well, I have a lot of T-62s.
Oh, okay.
And that for my Iranians, and I just need the massive horde of Basaj infantry that will one day come to the table and make people cry, including myself.
Just to painting all that. But, alright guys, good game. Freaking...
Yep. Good game.
Whoop. Oh, hey, this first time I've seen you since our event. We did get you your prizes.
Yes.
I forgot your banner at the house.
Oh, that's fine.
But you got a thing of Warriors and the Dunkirk Award. It's fitting, though, it's British.
Yes. More Warriors to add to the build process.
More Warriors for Warriors. Alright, guys. If you like what we're doing, you guys do that whole thing. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Definitely put your comments on there. Like, even if they're pretty spicy, we appreciate it, like the input.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to share it with your friends, too.
Oh, yeah.
Especially those that are
using Strykers. I like the Strykers. Go away.
What was your other nickname? Wolfman or whatever?
Yeah.
Wolfman or Jesus.
Well, okay, Wolfman, you just calm down. Alright, guys. This was the Guildmaster with Kilt and Wolfman. We'll figure out something. We'll figure something. Alright, guys. Until next time. Peace.
Peace.